Well, hello to everybody out in Internet Wonderland, huh? What an amazing place that is, and at the same time, kind of equally as baffling, in my opinion, especially with music today. You know, it's in transition, the industry anyway, with all the ways of finding how to make money with music and selling your files and things of that nature. I think the first thing that I was going to talk about here, but not until I say hi to everybody. You know, if I start naming names, I could go with probably 100 and I'd be about 4 minutes in. So you guys all know who you are. I mean, I don't have 250,000 followers or anything. www.envisioneden.com, we're being tracked at our website, envisioneden.com, because we have a high volume of unique visitors. So the more visitors you get, then all of a sudden, you know, they start watching you, and then I guess they're trying to figure out how they're going to make money on us too. But if we're not making money, I'm pretty confident in saying that they're not going to make money off of us, right? So at least you'd hope so, right? But anyway, hello everybody. Talking about the internet here and what it's done to music and what it's done to artists. Steve Lukather had mentioned the fact that he doesn't even see money anymore, and they have many albums out, and even his son's friends, who are platinum recording artists, mind you, are all living in like a 1-bedroom apartment, and they're all broke. So what happened? You know, how come, you know, back in the day, Led Zeppelin, you know, were flying around in their own jet, so to speak, or literally, I guess, and now, you know, Justin Bieber's buying a jet, but you know, Scott Weiland is, you know, living in, you know, I don't know, probably living in a hotel or something. I don't know, but anyway, you gotta understand the big picture, and this is my opinion. The pendulum, okay, here's your pendulum. It's gonna swing this way and it's swing that way. So you got good times and then you got bad times, and it's just like that. It's like putting, you know, when they putt, they go like that. It's a perfect pendulum to hit the ball right into the hole. Well, that's like a mathematical thing that always works, and just about everything in life is related to math. I mean, literally, like everything. You know, architecture, music, you know, even a million other things, I'm sure. So you have the pendulum going that way, to where like nobody's really seeing any money and everybody thinks it's over. But I'm going to be an optimist here. I'm going to say that something's going to happen where the pendulum's going to swing the other way. And this is what we would call a phase. Now, what we need to do if we want to create the pendulum to change the direction of that is we need to understand the big picture. And you need to think about, first of all, why you do music. What are your intentions? Then secondly, how much energy and time and emotion and expression or expressive energy are you willing to put in? And if you can answer, you know, I'm in, you know, 110% or whatever, then it's good. Just keep doing what you're doing, keep recording music, keep cataloging your works, because when the pendulum swings the other way, you'll be there, you know. I personally am continuing on regardless. I don't even think about it. I could read articles from very, very famous, you know, well-selling artists or whatever, and it's like, oh well, that's not my reality, that's their reality, right? And thank God, because I don't have their worries. I'm sure, you know, people that aren't me have a lot more strange things to worry about. I'm pretty simple, you know. I like to kind of live kind of lean in me, right? So it's all good. Next off, let's talk about guitar players. There's a lot of guitar players out there, and everybody is really getting very good. I mean, the average player is, in my opinion, like far more advanced than the average player 15 years ago. And how did that happen? Well, possibly with all the information being shared on the internet, people just get instant access to learning things. Now that's great. They can become accomplished at playing, you know, somebody's riffs, you know, very easy. They get tabs, they can just work it out. It's like, you just spend the time, and if you work hard enough, you can play just about anything. It's just a matter of sitting down, practicing it, and repeating it, repetition, over and over and over and over until you can play it. You know, it's not, that particular part of it isn't necessarily rocket science. But other than that, you know, players are very supportive of each other. I'm very impressed with kind of that brotherhood mentality, and very few are elitist kind of in their mind and kind of just never appear and never really say anything to anybody, and they just put out their videos. And that's good for them too, because there's a lot of amazing people that don't necessarily have that kind of open mindset, and they might just be downright shy, right? Some people are just shy. It's not that they're, you know, an egotist or whatever. They're just kind of timid, and they just do what they do, and that's fantastic. Me personally, oh gosh, I practice as often as I can. I mean, every now and then, you know, you take a week and you just don't even think about it, you know. Or sometimes I am up at 3 in the morning and I play till 8 in the morning, 9 in the morning before I even go into work. And yes, I have a day job. I won't go into that. It's not very exciting. It's not extremely profitable either. Is music? Hell no. But could it be? Sure. Everything in your life, in my life, is basically up to us. So whatever you do and whatever you're doing to progress or advance or excel or grow, you know, is up to you. And it's not to be blamed on, oh, they're pirating my songs, and oh, they're just going to steal this, and they're just going to do that. Who cares? Do it anyway. Do it, you know, do it again, do it again. You know, repetition, just keep going. Because you are, you know, kind of taking a snapshot, so to speak, and creating this, a creative works that's like a portrait in time. And that's priceless. So the fact that you're not getting any compensation really means very little. There are very, very famous artists, like painters, that in their entire lifetime never really saw a lot of financial growth or wealth because it just wasn't the time. Sorry about that. Had a little diversion. We got weed whackers, and we call them the noisemakers. They're doing all the landscaping and such here. So basically, what I'm getting at is you're going to do what you do regardless. And if you don't have the wherewithal and the capacity or even the motivation to do it, then don't do it. You know, it works just the opposite direction for people that are kind of half into something. So if anything, it's separating everybody. It's kind of like sifting out all the, you know, the fakery and the less motivated, or less, I want to say, divinely inspired or called. So in some fashion, this is a positive transition. So once everything sifts out and all the, you know, all the kind of clutter is removed from the equation, then the industry can build itself back up again, kind of after the blast, so to speak, or rising from the ashes of its previous self, like a phoenix, and transforming into a new age. And that's kind of what I was trying to communicate with you all here in this video. And that way I can kind of keep it to one topic and just give you guys that advice, at least from where I stand. It's just coming from me, and I'm pretty much in isolation, and we don't do shows. We're not really out there, so we can't really expect to really, you know, do much in the real setting anyway. But a lot of that has to do with putting the right team together, you know, getting your instrumentalists, getting your drummers, your bass player, your people together that can all, you know, meet at a specific time and rehearse and practice and be dedicated to doing this and this and that. And it, you know, that kind of really eliminates a lot of possibility, at least anymore, because a lot of people, even very talented ones, have already kind of turned their back or walked away, or kind of, don't want to say given up, but they're temporarily not thinking about doing something like as inspiring profitability kind of business venture. A lot of things today is entrepreneurial. People are thinking about how they're gonna, you know, come up with a gadget that nobody's come up with, or a clothing idea, you know, a brand, a product, you know, a physical product. And I've just, you know, always been in the realm of the ethereal product and the audio product, and, you know, I've always kind of shied away from the physical, like creating, like, you know, this lawnmower, so to speak, you know, that you just can do your lawn and you don't have to do anything. But no, I don't have that. I'm not interested in that direction. So basically, what we're going to do is we're going to move forward, and those of you out there that, you know, are passionate and committed will do so. And it's a beautiful thing, because you are expressing it yourself. You know, you are giving, you are serving, you know, and you're emoting things and sharing ideas, and it's priceless, guys. So just understand that. At least that's my take on it anyway. So you guys, you can visit envisioneden.com. You can visit Cyclic's playlist at Ehrenberg ApB at YouTube. All uppercase for the ApB. And Fandalism, we're at fandalism.com/EnvisionEdenMusic. Envision Eden is myself and my fiance Christina, and we create stuff right from the condo here, you know, right in this little room. Alright guys, so continue to do what you do, and if you don't want to do it, get the hell out of Dodge. Alright? Take care guys. Peace. And until next time.